I first met Lieutenant Dan when he was underneath a double-wide trailer. Lieutenant Dan was just a little bitty puppy. He was newborn. He didn't even have his eyes open. We had an investigator under the trailer handing puppies to us. I remember seeing Lieutenant Dan and just knowing right away that he was going to be a special puppy. My name is Courtney Burns. I'm the Chief Investigator of the Animal Cruelty Investigations Unit for the SPCA of Texas. I oversee our animal cruelty investigations and our team of investigators. So this story is near and dear to my heart because it took such a long time to try to get a resolution to this case, and so many countless hours with our investigators working to find a solution. It means everything to me. This is why we get up and do what we do every day. When Lieutenant Dan came to us, we moved him to our facility in Dallas, where he was able to get immediate veterinary care.
I'm Dr. Amber Alou, and I'm the Chief Medical Officer here. So I help oversee the medical aspects on both the shelter and wellness side. And I participated in the aspects of getting him fitted for his wheelchair. It was a very long process for him, but then his situation was unique in that he didn't have the limbs from mobility was inhibiting him. And so we had to ensure that he was getting the proper feeding and growth during that process. For Lieutenant Dan, his was just more of a hands-on care that was required to ensure that he was able to get that supplemental feeding and nutrition that he needed. Fostering is so important. We try to do as much as we can to enrich their lives here within the shelter. But again, this is a shelter, and the best thing that we can do is help them get into a home.
What started out as fostering led to us adopting. Justin Benedict, Lieutenant Dan's dad.
And I'm Jessica Lozano. I'm Lieutenant Dan's mom. We're his parents.
He doesn't know he's disabled.
No, he doesn't.
That's just how he is. He runs. He jumps. You know how dogs get zoomies? He zoomies all over this house. It gives me hope that there are people who care enough about animals to donate to organizations like SPCA. I mean, Dan is one success story out of many. Without donors like you, he may not still even be around.
Right.
And now he's just the world's happiest dog.
Mm-hmm.
He has wheels. He can get around. SPCA took care of that for him. I don't know if Lieutenant Dan would have been one of my first choices, but after fostering him and just seeing what a great animal he is, it led to us adopting him.
Mm-hmm.
Every donor has had a very important part in Lieutenant Dan's success story. Getting to see Lieutenant Dan come full circle from being this poor little puppy underneath the double-wide trailer with his deformed legs to seeing him now with such a happy family and living his best life has just been amazing. This is why we're here. This is why we do these things. And just to be able to see these success stories just means so much to me. Our donors' generosity allows us to help thousands of animals just like Lieutenant Dan.
The gifts from the donors affects me even on a personal level. We took that oath to provide these animals our care. Without the donors and the support that they provide our organization, we would not be able to do that for the thousands of animals that we are able to help each year. Our donors made it possible for Lieutenant Dan to go from helpless to healing to a home.